Some things are built to last. Tested by the elements, proven by time, engineered for whatever comes next. Summertown Metals. Strength in every storm. Building dreams that last.
From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is your weather at noon.
Well, good Tuesday, everybody. Taylor Plott here in the Tennessee Valley Weather Center with a check on your forecast. After a very chilly start to your Tuesday morning, guess what? It's still chilly outside. A lot of cloud cover still across the area. We did see a few isolated pockets of some snow flurries, maybe a brief mix here and there this morning. That still could be the case throughout the day today, as long as you have some of that low-level cloud cover moving on through, but we don't anticipate any issues with that. But we are watching the chance at some freezing fog that'll be building in later on tonight into tomorrow morning. Have the latest on that very shortly. Let's get right to your forecast. Take a live look from our Arctic Air Skycam network. Seeing Lawrenceburg, Florence, Huntsville, and Savannah. Huntsville up there on top of Montesano Mountain, socked in the kind of fog, low clouds, if you will. That's where you would probably see maybe a little bit of some snow flurry activity. It's not going to be every place that you're going to be seeing that potential, but where you come across some very, very low clouds, you get some of that moisture very close to the surface. Some of that could be in the form of some light snow flurries. But again, we don't anticipate any issues with that as we head throughout the remainder of the day. Your main issue is just going to end up being the cloud cover and the cold temperatures that are across the area right now. Our system that brought us a lot of that rainfall late last night, that is now moving off the east coast right now. Area low pressure is moving to the northeast. This is becoming a nor'easter there across parts of New England. They're seeing some snow across parts of upstate New York, across parts of New Hampshire, Connecticut, Massachusetts. Up there, seeing a lot of that snowfall. For us here, we're just dealing with maybe a little bit of those flurries, some very low clouds, and that will be the name of the game for the majority of your day today. Here are those temperatures. They are still on the colder side of things. It's still freezing here in Lawrenceburg, 32 degrees, 30 in Waynesboro, 32 in Columbia, also 32 in Lewisburg. It is warmer down here across northern Alabama. At the Huntsville Airport, it's 37, also 37 in the River City of Decatur. That's going to be your best shot at seeing temperatures getting close to 40 degrees. With that little bit of a breeze, you're going to factor in that wind chill. It feels a lot colder than that. It feels like 24 here in Lawrenceburg and Lewisburg. 27 in Pulaski is the feel like. Feels like 28 in Decatur, and it feels like 30 degrees over there in Florence. Yep, it's definitely December 2nd outside for sure. This afternoon, we will eventually see some breaks in the clouds begin to build on in. That should allow a little bit of heating to take place, and that should get our temperatures a few degrees higher than what they are right now. We do anticipate upper 30s to around 40 degrees for your highs today, with those breezy northerly winds still continuing across the area. 43 high temperature for Huntsville, 42 in Athens and the Shoals, 38 in Lewisburg and Columbia, 39 degrees is your forecast high over there in Mount Pleasant. Evening forecast, we remain dry. Clouds should start to gradually continue to move on out. We should be looking at mostly clear skies by 10 p.m. this evening. That will allow our temperatures to plummet down below freezing tonight, and with that, we'll get very close to our dew point, so that means that there could be some fog that develops, and that's going to be freezing fog outside, especially with these temperatures well below freezing across the area. 22 in Lewisburg tonight and Lawrenceburg, 24 in Loretto, 24 in the Shoals, 26 in Decatur, 25 in Huntsville. The freezing fog is going to be interesting and kind of tough to tell how thick it's going to get tonight. It could get pretty thick in some areas. The most areas that it gets the thickest, that's going to cause maybe some isolated slick spots on some roadways potentially, and maybe some bridges and overpasses. I don't anticipate widespread travel issues with this, but anytime you deal with some freezing fog, it could be some slick spots out there for sure. So just word of advice, I would take it easy on your way to work or school tomorrow morning. Now, once we get the sun out, once we get past 8, 9 o'clock in the morning, we should be well above freezing, and we'll continue to rise above freezing, getting up into the upper 40s and lower 50s for forecast highs on your Wednesday. So any travel issues that are out and about tomorrow will likely be very short-lived. So just keep that in mind. I would take it safe. Take it slow on your way into work and school tomorrow morning just in case. Tuesday afternoon, this afternoon, we'll continue to be seeing those clear skies or clearer skies begin to filter on in. This is that fog that's going to be developing overnight tonight that you see here on your Futurecast with those temperatures dropping below freezing. Notice how it quickly burns off by the time we get to 9 a.m. So just, again, that short window of opportunity for your morning commute could be a little iffy in some spots. Once we get to the afternoon hours, just looking at a lot of sunshine, maybe a few passing clouds, temperatures, like I said, up into the upper 40s and lower 50s. Next focus is going to end up being late Wednesday into early Thursday, I should say, 3 a.m. This is on Thursday morning. Futurecast showing a few showers building on in, but notice there is some wintry precip on here. Most of that should be north of the state line, but as we go into your early morning hours, getting close to sunrise, we should start to see maybe a little bit of some of that wintry mix impact us here across southern Tennessee. I don't think this is going to be causing much in the way of some issues. I think it's just going to be nice to see falling from the sky, especially if it's in the form of some snowflakes. But I think a lot of this ends up being maybe a mix of snow, some sleet, maybe some freezing rain involved, but very, very light. I don't anticipate issues with this right now, but we'll keep close tabs on it. Thursday morning at 9 a.m., still looking at a lot of clouds, temperatures in the 30s, a few isolated showers are possible. And then here comes the next batch of some precip coming in late Thursday into early Friday. Some of this could also be in the form of maybe a light wintry mix early on, but as you see here by 10 p.m., all of this is going to be in the form of liquid. As you see here on your Futurecast, temperatures well above freezing, so we don't anticipate issues with that. And then maybe a few spotty showers possible throughout your Friday with a lot of clouds. And then we should be dry on your Saturday. Next chance of rain potentially will be on your Sunday. As you see here with your rain chances over the next 7 days, 40% during the daytime on your Thursday into your Thursday night, 30% on Friday, and then a very low end chance for an isolated shower or two on Sunday. That's something we'll keep close on. The GFS, I just checked the latest run on it, and it does show some good shower coverage on your Sunday, I should say. So that's just something we'll keep a close eye on, especially if you have any Sunday plans. But I would say for the majority of your weekend, you're looking pretty dry and at least warmer. We're getting back up into the 50s Saturday and Sunday. So again, focus over the next 24 hours is going to end up being the freezing fog potential overnight tonight. Depending on how thick it gets, that's going to determine if there's any slick spots on the roadways. So I would say if you venture out for your morning commute, if you run into a thick area of fog, I would be careful that there could be maybe some isolated slick spots out there, especially on bridges and overpasses. Those will be easier to freeze and create a little bit of a layer of ice as opposed to just the regular roadway with the ground temperatures still being well above freezing across the area. That's your latest forecast here from the Tennessee Valley Weather Center. Fred Gossage will be in at 5 p.m. to have another check on your forecast. Until then, I hope everybody has a fantastic Tuesday afternoon.
You're watching the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel.